Girl, you did better when you had me, abiding by the little rules, honey. But when they freed me up, bitch, somebody should have told you that it was safer when I was on that panel, right? See, this is the thing, right? I have no problem going over there, getting on people panels and having conversations, right? And the thing is, though, I get it when you go to new people areas, which I didn't think I was in a new person's area. Like I've been knowing these people for quite some time, right? They're having good discussions, but I get it. They got people who they click with because they be over there more. And I'm, I guess, newly going over there, which is cool. But this is the thing. If people want to take shots, they should be able to receive shots. See, over here, if you come over here and people take shots at you, you can throw shots back at them. And you know what I'm not doing? I'm not interfering. I'm not getting involved. Let me see if I can stop him from snoring by shaking the bed a little bit. Okay. I'm not interfering. And it's cool. People run their panel how they want to. Girl, but you was doing better when I was up there, honey. Now, we going to go through some of the shit you had to say. Now, I may do it tonight or I may do it tomorrow, right? It just depends. You want me to do it tonight because if I do it tomorrow, bitch, you're going to get dragged twice. You're going to get dragged twice if I decide to listen to what you said on that fucking panel. Now, so we was talking about, we was talking about fucking history, right? History. And so let me say this. Mr. Cav was right when he says, and I think everybody agree with, look, we live in different parts of this country. In fact, some of us even live in different parts of this world, right? In other words, you might be from Europe and Africa. You might be from, you might be in the United States. You might be somewhere else in Mexico. You could be from all over the place. And we have different cultures. So that's basically what he was saying. And in our area, things are different. That is true. And I think Psycho Patheus agreed to that. I think Psycho Patheus was saying that Mr. Cav was doing the East Coast slander kind of thing, right? Or whatever. Okay, cool. But some of the things that he said that Mr. Cav said, Mr. Cav did not say. Now, we was talking about history, y'all, right? And we see, so we got people who think they're smart. Some of them are, right? They have the information, they know how to read or whatever, right? Oh Lord, don't let me say know how to read, because if I say whatever, they assume that means you don't know how to read. But we was talking about history, and somebody mentioned, I was talking about how things work in the area in which I grew up in, talking to my peoples. Now I get where another motherfucker might not want to take the word of my peoples. And I guess I could get why you don't take the word of your people, especially if they all fucked up. We have a generation of some of you motherfuckers, y'all don't listen to nobody. And so you then start talking about books, right? You start talking about, well, you want to prove it to me, give me a link. And I'm like, well, damn, everybody didn't write their stories down. Everybody didn't write their stories down. So we're talking about those of us who sat at the feet of people, right? Now, mind you, I get why y'all don't trust people, because look at this world in which we have created, full of fuckery and lies and shit. But that haven't always existed. That's gonna bring back to this bitch who I'm talking about, who name is in the title, bitch. Your name gonna be in the title for some while, honey. Okay? Cause see, this is the thing. They think they're smart. Because they could go and read it in a book. And yet, I could have sworn one of the men who I admire for starting a school and everything, right? He started the school because they're not teaching our black kids. certain information. But then when Black people get together and we start sharing what we know, other motherfuckers start saying, well, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I'm like, what? Now, see, they'll claim that if I insult them, they'll claim that I started it. But I'm a back up just a little bit. See, because if I tell you that my grandmother told me something, and then you tell me you don't believe it, you have called my fucking grandma a liar. Now, see, so I chill out, and I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? What the fuck were my grandparents lie about? It's y'all generation that lies about shit you ain't got, claiming you got it. People in the back in the day didn't do that shit. Nobody was wearing, claiming they got Lamborghinis and shit. Nobody was doing that. This is a new phenomenon that's been going on since possibly the 90s, right? That shit, but it got worse and worse and worse. And now motherfuckers claiming they got this and got, look, they was saying this shit in the music, but nobody was really lying about shit they didn't have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in the 2000s, people started buying shit. They started getting their own Lexuses and shit like that, you know, going that route. But motherfuckers wasn't lying, flat out fucking lying. Now, the music is one thing. That's an entertainer claiming that he or she got something, whether it's love or heartbreak or even money or holes in every area code, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. That's entertainment. But now we got a generation of motherfuckers just stunting online, claiming they got this, taking pictures. They going places they don't even want to eat that fucking food, but they want to take a picture of it just to let everybody know they got enough money to go to that restaurant. Y'all just doing too much, but you could do what the fuck you want to do. But what you're not gonna do, bitch, is you're not gonna ask me about no motherfucking calligraphy and some scripting. This bitch, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, this bitch was doing way too much. And then so I started doing too much with her. Listen, I'm with it, sweetheart. But don't you fucking cry once I come for you, bitch. You cry baby asshole. So I asked that bitch a legit question. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I never heard of this. You know, like everybody was asking people for the little proof of the link. That's what they do over there. She said something, and I was like, okay, well, I never heard of that, right? So when I gave her some information, though, instead of her just saying, oh, yeah, well, nope, there was always this and that. When I told her, look, this is how they navigated the seas. Like, we've seen people on fucking rafts get across areas. They even know what months is safer to go across. Lots of people died trying it too. Some people survived. But anyway, that could have been a great conversation, except what happens is 1 to 2 people on the panel, they forget that there's a whole, at one point there was 10 people on that panel. And 2 people took over. And, you know, I'm waiting my turn. They go back and forth. They're going back and forth with each other. And then I might jump in there because I'm like, okay, I got a little break. Let me just jump in. And then they'll tell me I cut them off. I'm like, motherfuckers, y'all been talking for 30 minutes, just you two. And it's 10 people up here. Okay? I'm like, damn. They got some people who just, you know, they just do their thing. They overspeak and everything. And I'm cool with that too, right? I'll go in on them a little bit, slow them down, right? I'm not trying to participate in everything everybody say. I'm not combating everything everybody say. I'm listening, have good combo. But so I realized that's what they do to the women, right? So anyway, so I'm over there, I'm chilling, right? I'm telling them about fucking history, and it's something though. It's a few of us who are a little older, and we may not know. I don't know what's been going on all over this world. I don't even know what's been going on all over the fucking South. But I know what's been going on in my motherfucking area in which I grew up with. And you know what? So it's sad because I am the generation where our parents was right there. Our grandparents was right there, right? Our great grandparents was fucking right there. I watched my family grow the shit that we ate and farm the shit that we ate. So when they start talking about black people didn't do this, no, not all black people did it, and not all black people didn't do it. And that's the fucked up thing about these conversations with young motherfucker people who think they know more than everybody. They think, look, they are the ones who conflating what today looks like, what back then looked like. Right? I get where and she tried to say that I was doing that or me and somebody else was doing that. No, honey, I understand. See, that's history. And you could go and you can see that way before North America was even something they knew. Because, see, these bitches be forgetting that they used to think that the world was flat. Right? They used to think it was flat. See, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that in school, right? I don't know why they so educated. If they believe that it's flat, doesn't mean they're not getting to where they want to get to. They just don't know that it's on a curve. And they thinking when you go out so far out into the water, well, then you're going to fall off. That was a belief at one time, right? But they also missing quite a few things about history. They make it seem like only since the like 1300s. I think somebody went back said 1200s, but that was people long before then. Like if I'm correct, like the world that we live on, Earth, is like 2 billion or even older than that. I think, right? 2 billion years old, probably more. I'm just do the two out there. I'm not sure if there's how much older than that it is. It's old as hell, right? And in this time, the earth itself has transformed differently. Like in this country, back in the 1200s, 1300s, it was a colder climate. You know, seas and oceans have risen. Like lots of things change, baby. So you're looking at things from now, from today, and saying, well, they couldn't have done this, they couldn't do that. And yet, when somebody came here, there were people here already. Y'all, I don't even know if I want to go and find when she came on the panel so we can have the discussion. I might do that tomorrow. Like, because hubby snoring. I wasn't planning on doing this. I just want that bitch to know, bitch, you did better when I was on that panel. you know. So that bitch, while we was, I don't even know how we got to the conversation. They kind of pushed, but I had mentioned, hey, there was people here already. There was people here before Columbus was here. But I'm shocked that even they asked me about that because Columbus didn't even land here. Well, they claimed that he landed. But where he did land, there were people there. Science, the thing about science is ever changing, right? But they act like while they're sitting over there, they done read something, and they act like there might not be another edition of what they learned prior, because things are ever changing. See, the more they starting to dig and find shit out, they finding out here in the U.S. that there was people of another culture here before they even knew it. They finding shit, especially in the southern areas and out west. Yes. Yep. They finding this. They doing digs and finding shit. And of course, it takes them a while to figure out, where is it legit? Is somebody planted? And all that good old shit. But why these bitches that they act like what the little bit of information that they probably just found out about, that they think they're the only ones who know. So so it started out where, like, she came up, I had said something. I said, well, I'm not, I had mentioned that, yes, I believe and heard that there were people here already. There were Africans here, people from Africa, right? And other areas around this world who was in this area before Columbus. And I had mentioned, right? I didn't even put a color in particular on it, but they knew they weren't European. And I had mentioned that there's a difference between a native person and an Indian. They they used to believe that these people came from India. That's what they was claiming, until we found out there was people here from Mexico, right? There was people here already. There was Africans in Mexico. They found that out. Now, so listen, if you ask me how they got where they got when they got there, I don't know. Right? I'm not into that. That's why I had no problem you telling me that you saw something that tells you when they got there. Then give me the link. I will read it. I'm not really interested in this type of shit. But since we're having a conversation, cool. Because the conversation moved from where it was. We was talking about history. And we was talking about, and when I was talking about the area in which I know. Because I was in the chat talking about my area and my family. Okay? If you tell me, hey, there was no black people, or you tell me that black people were never with Native Americans, and I go to show you my fucking DNA test, and it'll prove you wrong. And then somebody say, well, I bet there's more European in you. Well, when you do the DNA test, I'm not sure if you ever took one, it shows you European, US European, right? And European. They split them up like that, white people. Because they got white people over here who has other things in them beside, they don't just have European in them, they have a percentage of black, percentage of other things too, right? Now I don't know what all the particulars are, because my shit didn't show all of that shit in there. So let's get back to what I was saying about the natives. So see, we have black people who, when they want to attack black people, then they're against them. They'll make it seem like we ain't do nothing, we don't know nothing, we don't. It's shocking, because I was over there where I thought we were black people, and we're saying I've been over there when I'm hearing them say some of the things I said. Like, yeah, everybody didn't come over here due to slavery, right? Even though, the majority of people in this country, they have an ancestor who was enslaved, but that doesn't mean that they came on a boat. So I think when we having some of these conversations, right? Because it used to confuse me, but I noticed, depending on who's talking, and you got to listen to what they're saying. Some of them are saying we all didn't come on slave ships, and what they're saying essentially is that, yeah, that we have a lot of slaves here, but everybody didn't come on a ship. And then but I'm thinking, well, no matter what, it depends on when your people got here. We got to remember, there was a whole the great what they call it, the great um damn, it's where a lot of Africans ended up in the United States of America, y'all. That was in the 1900s, right? So you got a lot of people who you think is black, right? You think they're black, but they didn't get here until after slavery. And so those would be the people who would be against us getting reparations because they know they ain't getting shit. They got to listen. We be on panels with these motherfuckers. I'm telling you, it don't take long for me to talk to some of them, and I can tell, right? I can tell that they not from this country originally. You could tell. And so I think a lot, I'm not sure if everybody can tell. I can tell, look, they say certain things, right? They say certain things, and they really are against them Africans. They do come over here and they are against Black Americans. And it's a true. They may not physically, literally, when they're in your face, be against you, but they listen. And I'm not even saying it's their fault necessary, depending on how long they've been here. What I am saying though is that um, it is believed that Black people are the lowest of the low. And then when they let their Black ass come in, they think, oh, they gonna be better than us. Okay? They gonna do better than us because they think we lazy, even though they working with us. They going to school with us and every fucking thing. But they do consider themselves different. My husband is snoring. God damn. But anyway, let me get to why this bitch is about getting dragged in a minute, right? Because I'm taking too long. We was talking about history. We was talking about our area, and we was talking about back in history, right? We talk about history. I mentioned how I asked a question because see, they'll tell me, well, the native they had slaves, and I'm like, Black people had slaves too. Now they'll say they'll make it seem like Black people had slaves and Black people were being, they had slaves because they was trying to be different. No, listen, Black people had slaves mostly. I'm not speaking on behalf of everybody. I can't speak on behalf of everybody. Right? Everybody didn't have fucking slaves, number one. Okay? What I'm saying though is when you went, and I need y'all to think about this because I don't think people say the fuck dumbest shit, right? Now let's talk about a free Black person. Let's say, so I'm gonna give y'all two different reasons why a Black person will have a slave. Let's say I'm a free Black person and I have ended up acquiring some property and things, and I want to make money, and I am growing crops and things too. Do y'all think I can hire a fucking white person? Let me give you that question again. Because I swear before Jesus Christ, I hear the dumbest fucking shit. I'm Black. I own a plantation, or even an area, right? Not it's not no huge plantation that came much later. I'm talking about doing the fucking slavery, but some kind of way, I was able to be a free Black person. Okay. They had some free Black people. It, the farther into the slavery, the more they had because you would be born. They could have been born. Like I could have been freed. I could have enslaved my husband. And if I enslaved my husband, right? Because I want him, right? And we have kids, my kids may be born free. And it depends on where you are, depending. Male child may not have been able to be born free. It's all kinds of little mix-ups and shit all in this shit. But I can tell you the one thing I couldn't do, I couldn't be no master or no boss to no white person, I tell you that. Not no white person is coming to work for me. Shit, if anything, if I even tried to be like that, the motherfucker might burn my shit down and take my shit from me. Okay, so that means even if I didn't, uh, I decided to have Black slaves. If I bought the slave, now I got a Black slave. Hopefully, I'm treating that slave way better than a white person, right? But most of the time, when a Black person had a slave, that was their family, their mom, their dad, their husband and their children. And that's only if they was able to get them. And then listen, and that was a specialty. That was something that it depends on your slave owner. It depends on why did they give you freedom and the terms. If they would even allow you to buy your people. That's if they allowed you. Because shit, if the slave owner, if I was able to get freedom, but something happened and the slave owner's wife decide that she want to get me back, she sell my fucking kids. But not to me. She's selling to somebody else. And not even tell me who she sold them to. So I'm just saying, and so when we have these conversations, motherfuckers, I'm not the one who be trying to put today on back then. Them motherfuckers like to do that. So I asked the question, hey, I was like, look, if black people could own black people, and most of the black people that we own was our family members, I said, when Native Americans, because see, we fought with Native Americans. Native Americans also have been enslaved with us. That was a time where if you look remember in this country, for some of us who older, there was only, you was either white or fucking black. And if you was anything else, you was like a black or a slave. Okay. And then they had the natives, you know what I'm saying? They were doing their thing with them too. But in our state, when I know when Psychopathia mentioned something about Mr. Care, first of all, that video that he showed of that little boy talking about cubs and using the N-word, that little white boy was talking to another little white boy. And you could tell that wasn't from the South. We don't use no cuz down south. Now I don't know what they doing today, because no telling. But that, as far as I know, cuz is a West Coast thing. Especially the way he even walked up to him, like cuz he looked like one of them, you know, trying to be like Ice Cube and them back in the day kind of thing, little boy, you know what I'm saying? Like still with the baggy pants and shit. I was like, he was claiming, because see, we in the South, and I'm gonna tell you something. White people is not calling no black people no N-words and getting away with that shit, not in our generation. Now, the younger generation, I don't know what's going on. Our generation, me and Mr. Cab generation, and you know what I'm saying? No, not in the South. Oh no. Oh Lord, no. Listen, we wasn't even using the N-word until the goddamn 90s. Okay. We wasn't even walking around talking about what's up, man. That's some shit that they were doing in other places way before they were doing that shit down south. In fact, I don't even really still, when I was grown, I still didn't see people walking around talking about what's up, nigga. Oh, especially around the white people, man. Oh, are you crazy? You talking about the redneck motherfuckers South. You talking about when motherfuckers drive around with that motherfucker correct Confederate flag? You think that we would allow them to call us the N-word? You gotta be crazy. Look, a motherfucker pull on side of me with that Confederate flag. Oh, my demeanor changed. And if they call me an N-word, baby, listen, yeah. And they've done it. Yeah, nana, and drive off. That's what they better do. They're gonna be in a vehicle where they could pull the fuck off. And they only gonna do it to those of us like women and shit like that, women and children, young people, when they can outnumber them, but they're not gonna do. They're not gonna do that shit in person, babe. They're not gonna be on the motherfucker 2 feet of theirs. But anyway, let me get back to what I was talking about. So I can get back to this bitch, right? So anyway, that's what we was talking about. And then I had when I think it was Psychopathia. I think so. Somebody had mentioned history. I mentioned now I believe blacks was already here. It wasn't that many people here already. So it's not like it was a million of us, a whole shit. There was not a whole lot of people here. Okay. So I believe it. I've heard it before. And I guess I could go and look some shit up, right? But I've even heard it before. And I had mentioned Anthony Johnson, but I said I'm not sure if when he came, if he was here before Columbus or after. I said that. I said I'm not sure. I said, but I think because I remember him being hired where he was hired to be like a guide at one point, and then he ended up working for this one guy who helped it because he helped him grow some crops. And then eventually he was able to start buying crops, right? And y'all know why that would happen, right? So let's say it's not like white men were so in love with black people that they would just give black people things. Usually, if I'm working your crop and you can't no longer afford to really pay me like that, um, you know, um, you may allow me with the money that you pay me with to get some property. Okay. Anyway, and listen, all white people wasn't into having no goddamn slaves. Okay. Everybody didn't do that. Some of these white people came from other countries where they themselves was coming to better themselves. And they would get with other people to help them build. So I'm gonna just put that out there. I know in other areas and in a lot of these black areas, people don't like when I say that shit. They don't like, they want to make it seem like all white people was into having slaves and shit. And that didn't happen. There would be some white people working on plantations with black people because they needed fucking jobs. They didn't have no goddamn plantation, no land, and no goddamn area in order to have slaves. They were barely making it their goddamn self. Okay. Anyway, so um, I said Mr. Kev and Mr. and Encyclopedias was going back and forth. Okay, that ended eventually. And then when we all got back up, that's when I mentioned, you know, that yeah, I believe that there were some people here already. And some people said they didn't believe that, some people did. Okay, cool. That's just our opinion, right? And then they started talking about something else. Um, somebody came up and asked something about um boats and shit like that. You know, I like and so then the lady come up. She comes up and I asked another question. I'm like, well, I'm not sure. I asked when did Christopher Columbus come over? I want to know the exact year, right? I don't know it by heart. Um, and then I said, well, no, I don't think I think he came here later. So she comes and said, well, what that have to do with that? And I was like, I didn't understand what she was saying. I'm like, do with what? She said, how does that you know, how does that go together kind of thing? And I was like, what are you talking about? Right? Because I had been silent for like 5 minutes looking up the information I was looking up. Right? I couldn't think of the man's name. And I didn't, so I was trying to figure out, okay, how do I look up his name? What do I type in to get him? And things like that. And then they was already talking. So I waited a minute. And then I mentioned, um, but then, okay, so then she comes up and asks me that. I'm not sure. And then she said, "What? How does it correlate?" And I was like, "What you mean?" And she's like, "How correlate means?" And I was like, "What? Like, bitch, what is you doing right now? I know what the word mean, ho. The fuck you been? You must be in a slow area if you gotta define fucking words like that, right?" So, I was like, "You joking, right?" And I'm thinking she trolling. She gotta be trolling. Like, what the fuck? But that's what they do, right? That's what they do when they think that they're the smartest one. Oh, and don't talk about when the women want to go for the women, because there was other people up there, right, who was saying almost the same thing I was saying, because he was actively talking when she came up there to come at me. So of course, I'm a woman, and so I'm with it though, right? Y'all know I take a jab in a bitch just like I'll take one in a fucking nigga, bitch. And I didn't even call her no bitch until I called her a bitch, right? So anyway, so check it out. So I said, well, damn, like, girl, I know what the word mean. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you asking me? So then I go in and say, well, the conversation moved on a little bit, but anyway, so the guy who was talking, he asked her, well, what you don't think Africans did this, and and I had mentioned like boats. Like I'm knowing that in history, there's boats. I'm talking about in the Greek time. Y'all, they have found fucking big vessels Greek time. Before Europeans built those ships to come over here, they sailed. Why couldn't Africans have done it? Right? So anyway, I'm like, hey, they've been finding these things. Like Africans have had boats, and she make it seem like we talk about just a little ass boat. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself mentally, where is she at? Did she know civilization started before European time? Bitch, what are you talking about? Okay. But okay. We got black people who don't want to believe that. They don't believe that black people created anything. Okay. Anyway, so then I mentioned what did I mention? God damn. She started talking about, well, how would they get over, over the seas or the Atlantic Oceans, the oceans and things like that. I'm like, oh goddamn boat. She's like, oh, then she mentioned a raft. She actually used the word raft. And I'm thinking, a raft? Like boats been out even way, listen, even when Columbus, they motherfuckers had big ass ships. Big ass ships. And she seemed to even imply that they only came over due to wind, like sails. I'm like, girl, what? So listen, we gonna probably go through it tomorrow, and so we can hear what she's saying, right? So, because I was thinking, damn, like, the, anyway. So I mentioned, well, you know, these people would know when they can sail. They would know due to, and I think did I use astrology instead of astronomy, right? I think I used astrology. And she said, no, it's astronomy. And I said, okay, that's good. You got me on that one. I said it wrong. Okay, cool. And then I mentioned something like, yeah, but she said, I said, yeah, they use astronomy. They used astronomy to know when it's safest to travel the seas, y'all, the ocean. Yes. And she said, no. And I was like, did you hear of sea? What did I call it? Seafaring? I don't know what I called it. Listen. I'm all over. Hubby is snoring in my ears, driving me crazy, y'all. It's driving me crazy. Oh, let me shake the bed a little bit. Hold up. I hope I'm not muted. Am I muted? Oh Lord, I hope not. I've been talking for too long to be muted. Okay, I'm not muted. Okay, cool. Hubby, he is snoring. He had a. Oh Lord, let me see. I don't think he got a lot of sleep last night. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, kept him up all night. Anyway, so what else? This is when it got kind of crazy because she started talking about, y'all. We was talking about boats, like ships, right? Not no boats. I think everybody, like in my mind, I'm thinking ships, and she was thinking about a raft, and then she mentioned something about you anybody up here swim? Like, what is she talking about right now? So it's her reasoning for not believing that there could have been black people already was because you can't swim the ocean. You can't swim the seas. You can't swim. And I'm like, bitch, this bitch talking about swimming. All the years of them being ships, she talking about swimming. So I thought she was joking as well, because she gotta be. There's no way she could have been serious, right? There's no way she thought that people was up here thinking that somebody was swimming across the Atlantic or the Pacific or any of the goddamn seas. I'm like, wow, for real? Okay, cool. So I'm thinking she's joking. So, I don't have no problem joking with her ass back, right? Like, she's like, yeah, anybody up here been on a boat? And I was like, well, yeah, I've been on a boat. And she said, besides, a cruise ship. And I was like, yeah. And I mentioned, yeah. Um, so before she said something like that, she talking about swimming. And I was like, and she was talking about, yeah, well, y'all don't understand because the ocean, when you out there, you swim, it'd be hard for me to even reach the bottom. She'd be like, yeah, she says, the deepest part be hard. It'd be hard for me to reach the bottom. And then I go and say, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, you ain't reaching no fucking bottom in no motherfucking Pacific Ocean. Doing no swim, bitch, you be to die. See, that's how I know she when she's thinking about swimming, she was in the right category. Cause see, that bitch talk about a pool. Cause let me tell y'all, I've been out there fishing and we fish to the bottom. We fish the bottom, right? And I've been on the when we inlet and when we out. That means we could be in the inlet that's miles out, or we could go out there and be right in the fucking middle out there. We talk about hundreds of feet below to touch the bottom, right? It just depends on where we fishing, what we fishing for. It depends on, whether we gonna fish on the bottom, go close to an area where, they might have a shipwreck or something, because that's where the fish like to be around the shipwrecks. My husband know all that kind of shit, right? But anyway, so I said, well, um, I said, girl, I said, I've been out in a boat and you ain't going to no goddamn bottom. You ain't swimming to no motherfucking bottom of the areas in which I've been to, right? This bitch must be talking about going to some place where, where it's only 10 feet. You could go in lakes that's deeper than 10 feet. Okay? We're talking about hundreds of feet. So I jokingly say that too. I'm like, girl, I said, when we get out in our boat, girl, you ain't touching no bottom with no, you ain't swimming to the bottom. You better put on one of them oxygen tanks. What they call that? You not swimming. What they call that? Scuba diving. Bitch, you must be scuba diving. What I'm talking about. You ain't swimming. You need you some oxygen, ho. Anyway, so I say that, but remember, she the one brought up swimming in the conversation, and then she's the one who brought up swimming to the bottom in the conversation, and then that bitch, right? That bitch started talking about because I was like, well, yeah, there's black Indians and da da da. I'm mentioning in my family and shit like that in Louisiana. And what she mentions, she didn't said something about that she's Gucci, Gullah Gucci. And I'm like, girl, everybody Gullah Gucci. I said, but I know you in. I said, why y'all lost y'all property, right? Because you bragging about some shit that's lost they shit. If you gonna brag, bitch, you know what I'm saying? I get where you losing shit. They trying to take our shit. They always trying to take the shit. I get it, right? But that bitch, she brag. So I asked her, what the fuck you bragging about some shit? You losing your shit? And she didn't know what I was talking about. And then I said, yeah, I said everybody Gullah Gucci because they lying. How you Gullah Gucci, Gullah Gucci, and you don't even know that you're losing look, you need to go and do some research on it. Okay? You need to do some research on your own shit. That's what they had. They had a documentary on that shit. That's how I know about it. I learned this shit like it gotta be like 15, 16 years ago when they did a documentary or they was on one of these shows and they was, telling people, hey, they taking this, they taking that, they did this, they did that. That's how I learned about it, bitch. I'm not no Gullah Gucci. Okay? But she made it seem like, yeah, we do. And she made it seem because remember when she go back to that, I'm thinking she going to the natives. And I'm like, Gullah Geechees, those are slaves. Those were slaves. And the slave master gave them that area, the worst area. That's what was considered the worst area, just like the area in which my family got. There ain't no prime. It wasn't no prime real estate and no fucking shit like that. They always gave some area that they thought they would have no use for, right? Usually on some bayou area near the water, shit, kind of shit like that. That's what they was giving to black people and selling to us too, right? So anyway, she mentioned that, and so I cracked a little joke on that bullshit. I guess she didn't like it, and then she challenged me on some writing some calligraphy. So no, so I decided, let me tone it down a little bit, and so I was like, hey, on what you just mentioned, could give me the information so I could read it up, so I could learn about it. I said that so I could learn about it, right? That was actually me being nice, because the truth is I don't give no fucks about what the fuck they talk about on some real shit, right? But I was like, okay, well, and I even explained it. When I'm explaining shit, that means I'm toning it down, and I'm asking for some information so she could give me a link, like other people were doing up there. They were like, "You got the facts on that? Show me this." I've even posted a link since I've been up there, giving them the information that I knew, right, earlier. So, and then this bitch gonna talk about, well, books and reading and da da da. And I'm like, books? She be like, you could go get you a library card in the library. I'm like, why would I do that? She said, so you could read. I said, well, she said, so you could read books. I said, I could buy books, bitch. I could, well, you could go to the library. What I'm gonna go to the library for? I said, I can search that shit. They ain't got no books in the fucking library that I can't get online. Oh, right? So this is the thing. So I'm like, and then this bitch start talking about, well, I asked her, well, why would you do that? Now, nothing wrong with going to the library, but remember, she's being condescending, making it seem like I need to go to the library, or I need to learn how to read. And I'm like, you must got us confused, bitch. I don't know what generation you are, you confused. So then I go on her, and I mentioned, no, then she started talking about, well, I'm old school, I'm calligraphy, I write in script. And then she mentioned something else. And I said, bitch, what you want to do, a calligraphy or a script writing contest? Now, mind you, she's the one who brought these things up. This has nothing, her swimming has nothing to do with the conversation, right? Her being Gullah Geechee had nothing to do with the conversation, right? These are the things she's throwing at me. And her writing script or calligraphy, bitch, she throwing that at me, but they have nothing to do with the conversation. See, these are the challenges she put forth. And then I decided to say, well, you want to do a contest? Oh, no, I don't want to. You must want to do a contest. You just brought that forth to me like as if I don't know how to do none of those things, right? Now you got it. I say, I know I got it. I say, I know I got it, bitch. I know if you want to do a script contest, bitch, yes, I got it. Then I told her, and not only that, but bitch, if you want to do any contest, I got it. I was about to tell that bitch if she want to do a looks contest, but I didn't take it that far. I didn't, but I did mention you could hear somebody in my background, bitch, call my husband. I said, who in your background? Now check it. Check it. She was throwing shit at me, and I was picking it up and smearing it on her. Shouldn't have been no problem. Should be just as equal, right? She could throw some shit at me, and what's wrong with me picking it up and throwing it back at her? What the fuck y'all think this is? You think you gonna just say anything to me, and I'm supposed to just be like quiet about it when I'm supposed to rise above it, bitch? You got me fucked up. You didn't know? Taylor taught me this 2 years ago. Taylor said, when they go low bomb, we going straight to hell. That's who taught me that. Okay? I never forget it. And she right. I love Michelle Obama, but fuck out of here. You bitches think y'all gonna come for me and I'm supposed to sit high and be so mature about it. You act like a child and want to come and hit me, bitch. And you think I'm gonna be like, oh, don't do that. No, bitch. I'm gonna grab you by your fucking throat and drag you, hoe. And them niggas over there who know me should have told you better. That's what they should have did. Bitch, look, I heard look several times she was like, help me out. She was kind of hitting that they should put me back. And I guess she was like, help me out. Like, bitch, what is you talking about, you weak bitch? You wanna sling shit and then you wanna cry? Help me out? Niggas cannot help you, ho. They should have told you. They should have said, nah, y'all chill. They should have said, both of you chill, right? But let me tell you what happened when I told that, when I said, bitch, you ain't got nobody in the background. I was insinuating that she ain't got no husband. Now, I don't know if she got a husband because I don't know that bitch. She could have easily told me, no, girl, you don't know what you're talking about. But no, apparently I touched a fucking nerve. And girl, you got me fucked up. Because me touching nerves and you let me know about it, at first I might feel bad, right? Because I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit. All I said was, bitch, who you over there sleeping with? And this bitch said her aunt. Then I was like, oh, like, girl, don't come for bitches if you ain't ready to get your head knocked off, ho. You better play with them fucking niggas, ho. I don't eat no pussy, ho. I ain't into no woman, bitch. So I'm not gonna be acting like I give a fuck about you. If you come for me, ho, we gonna box. That's what we gonna do. And I just like I told you, bitch, and I'm gonna win. I told her that. I said, I'm gonna win. Bitch, you wanna write in calligraphy? I'm gonna win. You wanna write in script? Ho, I'm gonna win. And if you want to box on this bitch, I'm gonna win. If you send me a picture of your man, bitch, and you tell me we're gonna do a contest, see which one can take what man, bitch, I'm gonna win. Bitch, I'm the winner, ho. And so when I mentioned that she ain't got nobody in the background, but her aunt, I didn't say her aunt. She told me her aunt. Apparently I hit a nerve, cause then, you know, we give it, I don't know, a few minutes. I don't know how many minutes. It may not been many, but I know she took a break. I thought it was over. You know what I mean? When she said her aunt, and I said something, and then next thing I know, that bitch come back up and say, "Well, you know why I live alone? I live alone because I'm fighting with this." And I felt bad when she said that, right? I felt bad, like, oh, like you ain't had like when she was like, "I'll tell you why I live alone." Bitch, you ain't gotta tell me why. It ain't that serious, huh? She started telling me, well, I'm fighting with this, I'm fighting with that. You know who does some shit like that? A bitch who want pity, bitch. And I was about to give you my motherfucking sympathy and pity, ho. Just like you wanted, ho. Right? You wanted the men to protect you, so you use that shit. And them niggas need to know better. If they knew better, they'll do better. See, that's what hoes do when they want you to pity them. Because I don't know that hoe. And so it's none of my business what she going through, right? She sure was willing to tell it though, right in the moment, just like this. Y'all, you know the reason I'm going. I live with my aunt because I'm suffering through this. I'm suffering through that. And right before I started chemo, my husband got shot in the head. I'm like, bitch, who you fucked over in this world? Everything collapsing on you at the same time. And look, that can happen, right? That can happen. But strong bitches, you know what we don't do? We don't use it on the panels in order to get niggas to knock somebody off the panel, you weak bitch. Because that's the only reason you pulled that out of your hat. You pulled that shit straight out of your hat just so they can put me in the back. And they brought me back up. But I left, right? Out of respect for the channel holder and everybody over there who I know. I respect them. But hoe, this is the thing, you raggedy hoe. I have no respect for a bitch who would do what you did. Cause see, you came up there and you thought you were gonna boss up on me. Probably cause you don't know me. Get it? I ain't never seen you neither, hoe. But see, what happens with bullies is, first of all, I'm gonna sit my big ass on your chest, and you ain't gonna be able to breathe. Get out my chest. And then I'm gonna take your head and slam it to the ground, right? Then I'm gonna crumble you up and put you in my mouth and chew you up and blow a big ass bubble like a piece of bubble gum, bitch. And then after I get all of that saltiness up out of your ass, I'm gonna spit your ass out. And act like I ain't never seen you before. Now, that's what happens. So I didn't want to do it over there. I figured, yeah, I respect the channel holder and psychopathia and devastating, and I met some other guys over there too. They funny and shit like that. Respect them, right? But one thing, ladies, the women, it's always the women. You go to new areas where I guess there's women already there and they want to boss up. And I'm okay with it. I'm not no crybaby. I'm okay. And at first, like we could go over there several times. You hear me being as quiet as can be, waiting to take my turn. They say don't cut it off. I get quiet. I waited another 10 minutes. I try to break in again, and then I get quiet. Then they like to point out to me, the woman, right? Don't you cut me off. And I'm like, y'all been cutting each other off the whole time. And I'm just waiting for my turn. And now I ain't playing with you. And then they try to shut me down, right? Well, they'll try to talk over me, and then after a while I stop. I don't let them do it anymore, right? Because now I see what they're doing. Once I see exactly what they're doing, they will continue to do it. And so it's almost like survive, bitch. And I'm a survivor, hoe. Didn't you know? Nah, you didn't know, but now you do, though. You didn't know, but now you do. Now, I might review that shit tomorrow. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But I want you to know, bitch, I better have a good sleep. I better wake up and forget about this shit, because otherwise, Monday morning, in probably about 4 or 5 hours, girl, I'm coming to drag your ass. And I'm hoping this ain't your real name. But if it is your real name, then bitch, it's your fault. Okay? They should have used a bomb cherry juice name, ho. You can't go on panels using your real name and then gonna claim that somebody got your real name. That's the name you use on that panel, bitch. I didn't know what else to call you, ho. I could have called you hoe, but then they got so many hoes and bitches on this bitch that nobody would have known who I was talking about. They probably would have thought I was talking about myself, because sometimes I call myself a bitch. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't no hard feelings. It ain't personal, bitch. You made it personal when you decided to cry. Cry, baby. So I got something for you. Give me a second. Let me see. Let me see if it came. No. Who is it? Damn. I thought it would pop up. Let me think. Oh yeah, I see who it is. Let me see. Okay, I got something for you, and then I may go about my business. I'm looking in the chat to see if anybody here, in case anybody want to come up. But this wasn't supposed to be a long stream. I came to to just show some force speech because you got me fucked up, bitch. See, I'm not a bully, but I bully bullies, bitch. You bully me, then you get bullied back. I just want you to know, bitch, I wasn't joking when I said I win. Okay? And this is the thing. I'm going light on you right now. I was just telling the story as it was. And in case I'm wrong about anything, tomorrow I'll share it. We'll review it. That's only if it's still up. Okay. I can't review it if it ain't still up. And if they take it down, ain't nothing I can do about it. Because I'm not going to record that shit. It ain't that motherfucking important. Because I don't need none of that shit to drag your ass. The only reason I would review it is so people can know that I'm telling the truth, right? We was having discussions about Louisiana, New Orleans. You know, we was having discussion about people was saying that gangs, Mr. Cabot said, look, we don't have gangs like that in New Orleans. And maybe there's a communication gap, which would go to what Mr. Camp said, that the South and the East Coast or the North is different, right? Because when we say like that, we are saying that we don't have the type of gangs that you have. Like if you're talking about Bloods and Crips, I ain't never hear of Bloods and Crips being in New Orleans. Now, are there gangs like where a group of guys live in the same area doing the same thing, whether they're selling drugs or doing whatever criminal activities or whatever? Do they exist? Yeah, and they could be from the same street, from the same neighborhood, or anything like that. But I never heard of no Crips. Like, see, this is the thing about New Orleans. Nobody could come from another area and set up in our fucking spaces, in our faces, and then think that we gonna join them. You got us fucked up. If anything, a motherfucker will come from another area, from another gang, and end up joining the shit in New Orleans. Cause ain't nobody, no fucking followers in no motherfucking New Orleans, nickel. Yeah, look, y'all think I'm me just because I'm me? No, I'm me because of us. It's several of us from the same area, right? And I'm noticing that the young ones, like I can name their names, like Granville with his dumb ass and that other bitch. I ain't gonna mention her name just because she's a woman and I'm a chillin'. But them bitches is from where I'm from, and them niggas don't know how to suit up and do right. Cause see, they on that black people ain't shit. When I did a little research on them, cause they shouldn't have been from my city coming from me. But you cannot be from New Orleans and come for me. Look, I'm not going for nobody in New Orleans unless you come for me, right? And I'm not going for nobody in Delaware because we're in the same area. Don't come for me, I won't come for you. It's to be respecting, right? Respect, like that we live too close and we don't need no war. Because where I'm from, baby, I'm a no-limit soldier. I thought I told you. Nigga, we fight, nigga. Now I'm acting a fool, y'all. Y'all know I'm acting a fool. Let me stop. Anyway. Let me grab what I wanted to grab. I said I want to share. So let me share. Yeah, I would. So, anyway, you can't come to our city in the South. Not I'm saying in the South. I'ma say not only I'ma say most of the South, Mississippi, no nigga from New York going to Mississippi and starting no gang and then other niggas gonna follow your gang. That ain't happening. Listen, nobody could come from no other area and be talking about, hey, we from here. You want to join us? Them niggas gonna kill you. You crazy? Like, listen, that's what I'm saying. It's a whole nother beast in the South. You ain't coming thinking you gonna come set some shit up. Look, you better have some money. They see your money, then they gonna kill you and rob you. Listen, no, 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 sorry. It is different. Okay. And Mr. Cab was saying, and I'm gonna say it as well, right? It is completely different. The North from the South. I can speak on it because I live in the fucking North, right? Yes, I do. I'm not saying that anybody is slower or faster or none of that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I will say is yes. Um, Up here, I've seen where motherfuckers can come from Philly, move to Delaware, and start a crew. The nigga from Philly be starting a crew in Delaware, and the Delaware niggas will fall in line. I've seen that Jersey, right? People in Jersey can move to Delaware, or people in New York can move to Jersey, and people from New York can move to Philly, and people from in this up this where I'm at, I've seen where people from other places come in another area and set up shop and be running things. But where I ain't never seen that shit at is down south. No. Like, them niggas will watch you come. You show them your money and your your connect and all that shit. They see you got this. Them niggas will act like they there for you, and then they will rob you. And that is it. Nigga, you cannot be moving in nobody else's space and trying to set up your own shop. Nigga, what? Anyway, I don't know where they do that at, but they don't do that down south. Okay, that's all I'm gonna tell you. Now, I'm gonna drag this whole real quick. Let's see. Should I do it? Let me see. First I'm gonna let her know that she's a crybaby. Wham, wham, wham.
Real hot, girl.
Wham, wham.
That ain't the baby, that's my baby.
My friends and the mom hate me. They made on the baby, he's a crybaby. I'm not gonna do it. Y'all know I'm gonna get in trouble. Look, it's too late / early for me to put a beat on and do a rhyme on the ass, right? Hubby is sleeping behind me, so I'm gonna turn this shit off in a minute. But tomorrow, bitch, it'll be part 2. There will be no explaining. If y'all want to see what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, you can watch what I'm going to do tomorrow. But you're going to have to refer back to this video to know why I'm doing what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but tomorrow. Okay? That bitch was up there talking about, you got an accent. Yeah, bitch, I got an accent, and I'm going to drag your ass. And I'm going to go way down low, bitch. Don't make me say baby on your asshole, because I will fuck you up. You got me fucked up, ho. What is going on? Don't make me pull out that southern accent on your asshole. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. You cry baby ass, bitch. I got the reason I stay with my aunt. No, bitch, you stay with your aunt because, hey, remember, you didn't say your aunt stay with you. You said you stay with her. Okay? It's because whatever, nobody cares. Because if you really wanted somebody to care, ho, you would have we would have been friends before you shared your story. If other people already knew it, well, what you telling me for? What are you telling me for, bitch? I don't know you. This is the fucking internet. The fucking internet. And all I said was, and the only reason I even mentioned that, because hubby was snoring. And I was like kind of explaining why I got snoring in my background. And then I was like, where your man? That's the only reason I even said that. To kind of cover up for the fucking snoring. And then this bitch get in her feelings. First, you all strong and shit, bitch. You almost like you want to be a butch ass bitch and you want to arm wrestle hoe. But like I told you, bitch, I'm gonna win. I'm the winner, hoe. And that's what I might call the song tomorrow. I'm a winner, hoe, and you loser. Listen, let me find him. Let me see. Hubby not snoring. I need him to snore again. Otherwise, I must be keeping him up. I don't want to keep him up. Shh. I don't want to do that. Okay? He got to go to work on Monday. I don't know if he go to work tomorrow. Isn't it the holidays or some shit? Oh, it's just the beginning of the month. Oh, Lord. I'm so lost, y'all. I'm so lost. Okay? I'm so lost. Don't be knowing what day, date, none of that shit. I don't be knowing none of that shit. Okay? I might have to get me a job so I can keep up with the time. Okay? Keep up with the time. Let me see what this sound like. I gotta turn it down a little bit. I should do this tomorrow, though. Nah, not R&B. Hi, babe. Go to bed. You heard what the fuck from Jerry said. Boom. This is right to you. Friday. Go to bed. You heard what the fuck Bomb Cherry said? Listen, ho. I'm the number one. And I'ma tell you to the motherfucking front. Don't make me come for you, little bum. Come for you, little Tom. Like I said, before I go to bed, I'll hit you in your head and act like you did. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's too early for this shit right here, right? Okay. Um, anyway, y'all, I haven't been on, and I'm coming back tomorrow. Tomorrow, okay? Today, tomorrow, not tomorrow, but today, tomorrow, because it's 4 a.m. here on the East Coast, okay? But, and I'm coming to drag that hoe. Okay, so it'll be a part two. Her name will be in the title again. And bitch, I'm gonna put the link out if you decide you want to come up. But I already know you ain't coming up, ho. I know you ain't coming up. Why you ain't coming up? Cause bitch, you was a loser, ho. I'm the winner. But if you ever dare to come to try, though, I will put that link in that chat. Okay, and then we could do that scribble scrabble shit you wanna contest, cause you the bitch you mentioned that you old school and you like to read books and do calligraphy and you also like to do script writing. And I'm saying I put 1,000 on any one of those. That's how confident I am. Cause girl, you know, they did teach us calligraphy, honey. Okay. And you know, I'm from the South, down south, where people was claiming we don't know how to read. But bitch, I bet you my penmanship, honey, is way better than yours. You know, in fact, people have paid me for some of my font done in my handwriting. Yeah, I've sold a couple of fonts, honey. Okay, so people don't really do that no more. Okay, back in the day, people wanted them fancy fonts and shit to go with their WordPress way back in the way. Listen, but if you want to buy some of my font, you let me know. Okay, if you want to see my handwriting, I think I may even have a video. Usually around this time of year when I do my Christmas or Thanksgiving menu, and people watch me write because I tell them what all they need for us to cook. They see my penmanship, honey. This bitch said, "Oh yeah, because I'm old school," and you know. And I'm like, "Well, shit, you mentioned it, but you want a contest? You look, I don't even have $1,000, not to lose, but I got it to put up so I could walk away with two. You know what I'm saying?" So, like I said, you the loser, ho. You lost by even mentioning this shit to me. But if you want to really have a contest, though, then holla at your girl, okay? Catch me, bitch, outside. Catch me outside, bitch. Girl, that bitch started crying, talking about boo hoo. And then look, and they put me in the back. Oh, you ain't got to talk about it. No, she didn't have to talk about it. Because I'm nobody. I'm nobody. And by me just simply saying who in your background, that bitch ain't have to answer me at all. Right? But she didn't have to come for me neither. Right? I get it. You get somebody get proven wrong, and then your girl, your boy, so you decide you want to come up and come for me. Okay, bitch, fight. That's what he said, right? Fight. And if you take your lumps on your head and you walk away, and it shouldn't be nothing to it because we don't lie. But bitch, that shit you pulled on them niggas, and they should be, ooh Lord, the men, the men. You know, I never pulled that on none of these men. I never gotten on no panel. and started crying so they could feel sorry for me. You know what I'm saying? I've never done that. And sometimes, like somebody might be coming for me, another guy might come into, oh no, bomb good, she cool. And then, they do that, and sometimes I'll be like, damn, why you get in my way? I want to fight, you know? Because that's what I'm on here for. Okay, we can have a conversation, we could fight, and then get back to the conversation. Or we can have a conversation, don't sling no shit on me. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Don't start. That's right, ho. I'm stumping like I'm with the frat, bitch. Or the sorority, ho. Don't start no bitch, won't be no bitch. Don't start no shit, won't be. Look, I'm going side to side, yo. like I'm. Don't make me do it, okay? I just see, that's why sometimes I be scared to go in new areas, especially when I like the people. Like I respect the people. So I do respect the channel owner. What his name is? God damn it. Um, he had the school. I respect him for doing the school. Like I've been on panels with him in the past. Um, and I've never had two bad words or nothing negative or nothing. And in fact, when I heard that he was really doing it, very supportive. Um, I even tried to tell Dr. Umar Johnson that he need to be doing what this brother doing. You see what I'm saying? I was gonna look into the school when he said that he doing it like where you could do schooling with his thing. I was like, I'm checking to it for my grandson, right? But so nothing but respect for him. But this is the thing though. Yeah. Sometimes these niggas suckers. They suckers. Cause if you tell me all I said was I got somebody in the background who you live with, and the next thing come out this bitch mouth is girl don't come. And then she's like, yeah, she got all in her feelings and shit, and it's my fault. But we forgot where we at. Y'all over there treating that bitch with like she a princess and shit or something. Like she able to just tell you some shit, you believe it. Okay, I'm not saying that is not true. I'm just saying I don't give no fucks. The fuck? Bitch, don't be swinging. Listen, this bitch should be walking around tiptoeing around bitches like me. This bitch should not be trying to be aggressive and just so she could cry. She better recognize she best. Next time that bitch see me, she better salute. That bitch better salute. That bitch better stand at attention and salute a bitch like me. Cause see, bitch, you got me fucked up. I'm not into women, ho. You cannot use your motherfucking tears to get me to submit to you, bitch. I don't submit to no hoes, ho. I felt like that bitch was trying to put her pussy in my mouth. Like I feel that's what she was doing them niggas over there. But see, bitch, you got me fucked up, ho. I'm like thinking to myself, this bitch wanted me to submit. She wanted me to say, oh, I'm sorry. She wanted me to get on my knees so she could put her fucking nasty stinky of a spit in my motherfucking mouth. Oh no. Okay. No, 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 no. You got me fucked up. You better put your pussy in them niggas' mouth, ho. They will submit to your ass and talk about you ain't got to say nothing. No, calm down, bitch. I'm not gonna tell you calm down. Bitch, like I said, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Trying to put your nasty scratch in my fucking face. Get the fuck out of here, ho. I don't know you, bitch. I don't know nothing. I didn't know whether you were married. I don't know your age. I don't know where you live. I don't know nothing about you until you decided to use your motherfucking uh bullshit ass shit and give it to me, bitch. Now I gotta go to sleep thinking how mean I was. That's what you want me to do. You want me to be like, oh, I was mean to her. I was mean, and she over there going, bitch, I got all kinds of people in my family going through the same thing. They got millions of women going through what you're going through, and men, even children, ho. And you know what? They're not sitting on no panels coming for people. And then when people come back and slap their ass back, they start talking about, you know what? I'm going through chemo and I'm going through this because I got this. This bitch pronounced them long ass words to me. Like she pronounced them long ass motherfucker words. And I was like, I was feeling a little like, what's going on right now? You ain't got to tell me nothing about you, girl. Like it ain't that serious. This bitch, and then this bitch um talk about, and by the way, the reason my husband got shot right before. No, Lord. I was look, this bitch trying to use my motherfucking empathy for a bitch who was slinging shit at me. You got me fucked up, ho. Okay? I think your ass gay over there, me. Cause I feel real high. I don't know why that shit like flashed in my fucking mind. Like y'all, like, I felt like this bitch is trying to get me to submit. And them niggas, they participating. They putting me in the back, right? I guess they put me in the back, I guess, to make her feel a little better. And I think they thought I was gonna come up to apologize. Nah, bitch. It was look, listen, I don't know who in the fuck think they gonna spank me, bitch. My mama and my daddy is gone. I am old enough to be spanking a grandchild. So you know goddamn well, ain't nobody in this world from this day on is spanking me, ho. Okay? And I don't spank grown ass women. The fuck I look like, bitch. I might be into BDSM, bitch, but I ain't doing it with no woman, ho. Okay? So, these bitches is on some bullshit. And that's what happens when they get around men. Now, I could tell a few things about a bitch who would do some shit like that. I could tell that she ain't cute, she ain't pretty, she ain't got none of that shit going on for her. And therefore, what she do is online, she uses pity and empathy to get the men on her side. Before she was like, get her, get her. And they ain't do nothing to me, right? Like, I don't even know why they saying get her. These bitches be talking, and anybody else start talking, they cut them off. Ain't nobody up there giving nobody no 5 fucking minutes. Mostly, just like with every other panel, I might say something and somebody may say something over me. And, these bitches will start talking, they make a point, they pause, and then somebody like myself, because usually that's when I break in, when somebody take a pause, right? Not all the time. I don't do it all the time, but most of the time, right? I wait till you take a pause, like take a breath, and then we fit in. We get in where we fit in. That's how this shit work. Everywhere, this shit work like that everywhere. Okay. But over there, I guess he said, "Hey, if somebody got to take 5 minutes or 10 minutes," I'm like, "God damn." Okay. I mean, it's his panel, and so if that's what he said they do over there, cool. I've been over there many times. In fact, that's my first time seeing the panel owner on his own channel. I've been over there like maybe 6 times now, right? I've been over there like 6 times, and that's the first time he's ever been up there. And you know what? I ain't never seen nobody just give somebody a whole 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever they need. Okay. But hey, they ain't gotta worry about me no more. Look, I'm thinking I'm going and have conversations, what I'm saying? And I'm okay with the back and forth, but you cannot be backing and forth it with me without me being able to back and forth it with you. Shit. And they got millions of fucking channels on here. See, there's so many fucking channels that I can go to the ones where that I subscribe to because I was giving them a subscription, which I doubt they subscribe to me, right? But I'm supporting my Black brothers and sisters. Cool. They don't do the same though. And I go over there and participate and cool and all that shit, hold them down and all that fucking shit, right? But this is the motherfucking thing. I don't give no fucks about coming to your shit. You got me confused. I don't sucking no nigga's dick, and I ain't letting no bitch put her pussy in my motherfucking face just because I'm on your channel. Now, you're lucky I'm not dragging the motherfucking channel holder or whoever the fuck who put me in the back, nigga. I don't play with you niggas, right? And so I'm gonna be good and I'm gonna sign off. Cause the more I think about how that shit went, the more I'm thinking about dragging the fuck out of you niggas. And you don't want me dragging, okay? Cause you get a bad name fucking around with me. I'll make everything that people go to you, I'll have that shit looking bad. It don't even take 30 days. Stop playing with me. Motherfuckers got me fucked up. That's letting some raggedy ass bitch come for me. And then, so what you want me to sit in the back on my hands? Bitch, you got me fucked up. I come out swinging, oh. That's all I'm gonna say about this. Okay? That bitch, that trashy ass bitch. I'm just saying. Sometimes I'm not gonna say it because I was about to be mean. I don't want to be mean, right? Um, I'm really keeping this shit light for real. But bitch, never, ever think you could come for strangers, ho. You never know who we are, bitch. Okay? And then, look, and calling you a bitch, that ain't shit. Like, what are you talking about? But you too grown, you too special. Y'all motherfuckers don't even believe in religion over there, y'all. Look, it be a whole conflict of religion versus spirituality versus voodoo versus science. Okay? And some of them motherfuckers got science and all kinds of things fucked up. They don't be knowing what they're talking about the things that they don't know. I get it. You don't know about it, but you're talking about it. I don't get that part because just like I could Google some shit, so could you, right? Some things it's gonna be a little more detailed for you to find, especially if you're talking about voodoo. If you're talking about voodoo, but it's searchable though. It's searchable. You can find shit on almost anything on this internet. That's people sharing, but the people who sharing, those aren't usually the real people who with real knowledge, though, right? But if you search long enough, you might find you somebody who gives you some information. Put some money behind it. You might be able to pay somebody to give you the information. But this is the fucking thing, though. Don't come for me, bitch. Okay? We can have a conversation. We can even have a discussion. We can even have a disagreement. We can have an argument. I'm okay with arguments and all that. Bitch, what I'm not okay with is you using your motherfucking illness or corruptness or whatever the fuck you got going on over there. Just so you can get some pity on some pen. That's how I know you a trashy bitch. And them the kind of bitches that's dangerous. If you men don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. A bitch who would start crying over the internet just because somebody like myself said and who you live with. All I said was, see, you hear that man in the back of me snoring? That's my husband. Where yours? And then who you live with? That's all I said. And that bitch went cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo. That bitch went straight up crazy. So all her feeling like, you know why I live with my aunt? I was like, nah, I don't want to know. Look, before she can get it out, I was like, nah, I don't want to know. You ain't got to tell me. Look, I'm telling her she ain't got to tell me why that bitch start telling me. I was letting her know I don't know, and I don't care. But you know, and I got this love lymphoma, and I'm fighting it, and then and by the way, and my aunt, she take care of me, and you know, my husband, he got shot in the head right before, so he gone too, and you know, and when I was in second grade, you know, the teacher gave me a E. like E for excellent, but then changed it to an S for satisfactory. That's why I just can't take. And then when I was in fifth grade, I was held back a year. And then when I went to ninth grade, you know what I mean? Because it took me so long to get there, I had to drop out, and I went and got me a GDE. I said a GD what? It got me a GDE. That's why I'm acting like I know everything I'm talking about right now. And that's why I wanted to have that calligraphy contest with you, bitch, and that script writing contest, bitch. And I'm like, you went and got you a what? Yeah, I went and got me a GED. A GED or a GDE? A GDE or a GED? Which one, bitch? Now she on this bitch acting like she's a scientist or some shit. Well, you know, I don't believe in history. I only believe in science. And I'm like, you believe in science, but science is changing. Uh, Things change with new information. I think we all know that. History also changes with new information. That's the one that changes even more frequently, right? What I learned back when I was going to school about Columbus discovering America. Well, we know that's not true because it wasn't true. I knew it wasn't true back then, but we know it's not true. Columbus still got his motherfucking day though. He still got a day. I don't celebrate that shit unless I get a day off work. Now, when I was getting days off work, and if I got Columbus Day off, you motherfucking right, I'm celebrating it like everybody else, just so I ain't got to go to work. But other than that, I don't think they ever had no day off for no Columbus Day. I think the banks do be closed. I'm not even sure. I guess it depends on where you live and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, girlfriend? You know what I'm saying? But listen, you tried it, girl. You tried it. Okay? You tried it. You really tried it. But you ain't gonna never try it again. I bet you that. Okay? But I'll be back. I'll be back when hubby not in the back snoring, okay? Y'all know I gotta respect him. I don't want to wake him up because he worked hard. You heard me? He go to work, and he worked hard. And it's gonna be the beginning of the week. So I want him to have a good night's sleep. He gonna be his alarm's gonna be going off in like 30 minutes anyway. Actually, 4:30, yeah, 5 o'clock. His alarms go off. His alarm about to go off in a few minutes actually, because he got that thing set a half hour early. He wanted to go off at 5. It go off at 4:30. Or wait, maybe I got it wrong. Where he gets up at he gets no. I think it's gonna go start going off at 5. Wait, let me look. Yeah, no, in a half hour. In about a half hour, it's gonna be going off. And it's like y'all 2 cell phones plus the alarm clock. And he keep hitting snooze on all of them. He hit snooze on both the cell phones and the alarm clock. And then he goes off 10 minutes later, all three of them, and then he hits snooze on them again. And then they're gonna go off again, and he gonna hit snooze on them again. He gonna hit snooze 5 times. Wait, no, 2 times. I think the snooze go off every 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I'm not sure. But then he gonna get up, jump in the shower, brush his teeth, and then he gonna be gone in no time. Okay? He do all of that in like y'all 10 minutes. He been jumped in the shower. Uh yeah. Yeah. And he'll be gone. And I'm gonna be up, not able to go to sleep until later. But I'm gone so he could continue to snore. Okay. And tell whatever this woman name is. What is her name again? What's my title? Let me look. Let me see what my goddamn title is. Let me see. Whatever your name is, honey. Listen, don't pick fights, bitch. Okay, look. You should have asked everybody. Hey, you know her? You know her? That's what y'all need to do. Y'all better stop fucking with people, bitch. I ain't your friend. I ain't your mama. I ain't your daddy hoe. I'm not. no gay woman who appreciates women and their bodies, bitch. I don't give a fuck about your problems, ho. I'm not telling you about mine, bitch. If I told, listen, what's the date, bitch? Look, we got rent due soon, ho. You want me to tell you how much it is and you gonna pay it? And if you're not gonna pay it, what you telling me? Why would I tell you, bitch? And since I can't do nothing for you, I'm not giving you no sympathy, ho. Okay? Why is you telling me your motherfucking problems? Okay? You gotta watch bitches like that. Okay? All because she wanted me to get off the panel. She tried it several times by just saying, "Hey, can you remove her? Hey, can you help me? Hey, can you help me?" Right? Hey, look, she needed help, and she needed help getting me off the panel. And when it didn't work, the several times that she did it, then she resorted to boo. Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Girl, listen. You fuck you and your problems. And let me see if I can find a beat that'll go with them words. Fuck you and your problems. So nobody wanna know. Nobody wanna know your walk through life, ho.
Evidence. Evidence. Futile.
I like this beat. It's hey, get it, get it. Uh-huh. Yeah, say it. Nobody wanna know your problems. Nobody give a fuck, girl. Nobody wanna know your problems. Nobody give a fuck, girl. Nine. What time? You stop snoring. Damn. That mean I'm too loud. Okay, let me go. I'm gonna be back later, y'all. Um, I haven't been asleep yet, and it is 4. I'm feeling like I could probably go until about 1. Okay, unless I put something on TV that knocks my ass out, because usually that's what put me to sleep. Something boring on goddamn Hulu. Oh, they got a tiger beat. Let me see if we saw that.
Futile. Futile.
That kind of can remind me of a tiger beat. Maybe. I could see him doing something fast. Bump bang bang to the butt bang. Okay, yeah, I can hear it. Anyway, y'all, I am gone. I let me see if I do have. Is it in my history? Let me see. Nah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Okay. Oh, Q Butter. That's his name, y'all. He's right there. Look, I saw his name. That's what made me remember. Q Butter. I had no problem with Q Butter. Q Butter do his thing. Cool, whatever. Okay. Look like Nightish might be. I don't know if this still. Let me see. I gotta redo it. I'll see if look like Nightish is live. Let me go over there and hang with him. You know, that's many fucking panels I could go on. You understand what I'm saying? It's Nightish and go and support my peoples. I don't give no fucks about no niggas I don't really go and deal with, and they not being fair. Nobody care, right? Now, so that's what I gotta say. I don't give a fuck about no bitch crying neither. Fuck Cole. Now, that bitch gonna have me going to sleep with that shit on my mind. See, that's what I'm talking about. Bitch be putting dirty stains on you and shit. And some of them don't be knowing what they're doing, but some of them bitches, I think they be like, what the fuck would she be telling me? What she was telling me for? Like, she thought I was gonna like give her some money or some shit. I ain't got no money, bitch. Like, why did she throw that shit on me? I'm telling you because she wanted me to submit. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, people do things for a fucking reason. Okay? Especially the way she did that shit. It would have been one thing if she had been talking about it earlier and then I and then we got into it. We probably wouldn't have got into it because I would have felt bad. I would have not messed with her. But the way she did that shit, y'all, she put that shit on me like that. And now I'm pissed about it. Because, see, I'm going to go to sleep with that motherfucker shit on me. Okay? Bitch coming for me, trying to get me to smitten. I'm not smitten, bitch. I'm going to sleep and I'm going to fight this thing, bitch. I'm going to take me a shower and I'm going to light my sage, bitch. And I'm going to put it all around me, and get your nasty, dirty fucking shit off of me, bitch. If you that ill and shit where you want people to be sorry for your ass, bitch, don't be swinging at nobody, you frail hoe. That's all I got to say. And that's why I'm mad. Because I know y'all probably thinking, why is Bomb so mad? I'm mad because of that shit that bitch did. That bitch, like, well, you want to know? Like, it didn't even happen right away, y'all. Like, so I mentioned you ain't got no, who you living with. You ain't got a man in the background. And then I mentioned something about you, yeah, who living with you or some shit like that, right? Something simple like that. And then it would have been something that bitch would have answered me right away. No, that bitch thought that shit through. Okay? That bitch thought that shit through. And I don't know, it wasn't right away, but then that bitch come back talking about, where you wanna now? Puffing and puffing. You wanna know why I live with my no, bitch. I was like, no, bitch, I don't wanna know. You ain't got to tell me that. Well, it's because I'm suffering through Lima, whatever it's called, right? And it's not funny what she got. I'm not even fucking laughing any fucking way. The fuck y'all think that bitch told me that shit for? See, that's the question. People do shit for a reason. She said that shit the way she said that shit to get results, right? So she want me, I don't know. She want them to kick me off. They bring me back. And maybe they even thought I was going to apologize. You got me fucked up. Apologize for what? Because that bitch in her feelings? Now listen, I understand you being your feelings whole. Don't come for me with it though. You know? Yeah, we have medical issues and shit going on in our life, and we can get frustrated. But hold on, don't come taking that shit out on me, bitch. You better lay that shit at somebody else's feet, bitch. Okay? I don't want to have to light this motherfucker candle and push that shit back on you, ho. Y'all gotta stop playing with people you don't know, bitch. Make you regret that shit. Shit you pushing off on me, ho. Okay, anyway. So I am going to go and probably jump in the shower. I already took a shower for the night, but I got to go and cleanse this dirty bitch and her dirty ways off me. Okay? I'm telling you, some of these people be knowing what they doing. I got a feeling about this hoe. Okay? Y'all be messing with these bitches. Don't she look at you? Let me see what her name is again. Let me see. I gotta come and find my stream. God damn. Am I even lying? Because these hoes be crying. That bitch will go crying right to YouTube. She talking about me. Ooh. And I'm going through this and that, this. Ooh. She's talking about me. And I'm going through this and that, this. Mom Sherry. She's over there talking about me. Feel like, bitch, I do you nothing. God damn, wait. Oh, what I'm done. I forget what this bitch name is. I just took the name off the witch column. Okay, let me see. God damn, what's that? I just put behind my. Okay, let's see. Bomb. Cherry, she's over there talking about. Look like an
I just
African
took.
name. I bet you that bitch trying to put some roots on me. Yo, I'm about to go take care of this hoe. I don't trust no bitch with no what her name is, Julanda. Zachary, I don't know about the Zachary thing. That African booty scratching ass motherfucking name. Fuck you, bitch. Yeah, that bitch was a Oh, somebody said drop the link. Okay, that's Mr. Cat. Okay, let me drop the link, y'all. I hope this is the link. Zoom, yeah, that's it. Okay. Over there, talking about um see, Julanda. Let me look at it. That look like an African name. Them bitches be putting roots on y'all motherfucking ass. Y'all be wondering why y'all would rather be with some African booty scratching ass bitch, okay? Now I'm joking on that, y'all. I'm just trying to I'm joking about that, okay? Let me stop. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not against no African people, but I kind of not for them neither. I'm not against them, nor am I for them. Okay, because they're not for us. And in fact, they get in these groups and they talk about us. They usually are against us. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've had some African friends, and you know why they end up befriending me? First of all, no, I'm not gonna tell y'all. I'm not. I don't want to say it but it's true though, right? Um, it's always sad. It's sad. I don't even. No, I'm not gonna say it. Mr. Cabin, you coming up? Cause if not, I'm about to jet. Okay, I got to go. I got to go. I'm going to shower up, wipe this stinky, nasty ass bitch and her motherfucking nasty ass information off of me. And y'all don't let people do. You know, people do that. They put their shit on you for no reason. They start telling you, oh, well, I'm going through this. Like for no reason. Like, it's one thing if you asking me for something. Like if you want something from me, if you want a donation, if you're telling us that you need help, that's one thing. That's not what happened here. Though. This bitch was like, I got loma lufa lufa foma shit. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Like out the fucking blue. This bitch is smacking at me. I smack back. It really not even all that big of a deal. I wasn't smacking her hard. I was just smacking her back like she was smacking me. And the reason I guess me mentioning that she ain't got no husband. God damn, I didn't know that affect women like that. If she African, that's why I do. Them African women got to get married early. I'm sorry. I'm so mean. I'm so mean. God damn. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta stop doing that because I really don't mean it about the Africans. Um, yeah, I'm just joking on that. But yeah, I'm about to give a woman a diary and say, hey, I got two sons. Okay, can you still bear some children? Because I want some grandkids. Look, I was gonna pay her. I was gonna pay her. Okay. Anyway, Mr. Cat didn't come, but so well, we'll talk about it tomorrow, Mr. Cam, because I got to go. You ain't come up yet. We'll talk about what happened over there tomorrow. I will say that it sounds like Psychopictus was saying he been watching you for a while, and he said you've been giving the East Coast some hate, and he said he had to come up. I didn't hear what you said yesterday or whenever this was. I think this was still today or yesterday. I don't know, but. I didn't hear you say anything about the East Coast. I'm not saying you did or didn't. Like I don't think I was. I thought we was talking about history. You know what I mean? And when you mentioned, that what I heard you say, I thought it related to that. Well, because we were talking to people who were saying, "Hey, they don't believe this," and I'm like, "Damn!" But the truth is, some of these people are far removed from their history, from the people who would have that information. Like me. Let me use me as an example. when I moved away from where I'm from, my kids are removed. They're once removed from our history. And so if I don't tell them the history, then they won't believe if somebody told them. They would be like, hey, I need you to show me that and prove that, right? If I didn't tell them the history. But in our family, right, we do have we have a couple of Bibles in our family. And for those who know, the family kept a Bible, and in that Bible was your family tree. Was in that Bible is information. Now, could things be incorrect as far as who the baby daddies and shit like that are? Hell yeah, right? Because hey, like I mentioned over there, mama's babies, papa's babies, and there was times when the men didn't really care anyway. They wasn't caring like that. You know what I mean? So a man would step in and he'd be like, I'm the father. As far as his family know, he the dad. But he may not be the dad. He may know he's not the dad. So all kind of shit could have been going on and happening. Lots of shit was going on, right? Now we got this DNA shit that comes and it'll say, hey, the DNA can prove that a full-fledged who thought there was an Indian isn't Indian. Because remember, we now found out about $5 Indians, which I didn't know about until it probably was like 15 years ago. Maybe somebody mentioned a $5 Indian to me on a panel years ago, and I had never heard of that before. And so, but I'll tell you this, you know who didn't get on no list to be no $5 Indian? That would be black people. So you have people who claiming something that they're not even. But it's shocking when black people start talking. Because I told them, look, we got a lot of Indians. Where I'm from, there are, and all they had to do was look up black Indian. Really, they could have just looked up black Indian for real. That's an actual thing. Okay. Now, and remember, when I'm speaking, I was speaking based on my area. I wasn't speaking all over the world. So they was making it seem like it's a very small amount of people. And I'm like, they got a whole culture in Louisiana. In New Orleans, there's a whole area. Not just New Orleans. We could talk different parishes in Louisiana. There's black Indians on their property. Right? So, but I guess if we look at it now, right? Because that's what they like to do. Remember, I was talking about the past. I was talking about doing slavery, but they were bum rushing to today. Today, we have a lot of migrants in this country. So, and a lot of those migrant don't even consider themselves African. A lot of them black Africans who might be a generation here, like they were born and raised here, but their parents come, they don't consider themselves African. They lump themselves up with black, right? So we got a lot of that going on. We got a lot of shit going on. Is that Mr. Cab? Yeah, Mr. Cab, y'all. I am yawning. Am I still sharing the screen? I don't think so, am I? Mr. Cab, that's you? I think he connected, y'all. You muted. Hello? Oh, let me change this settings, y'all. Just in case I see some weird things going on lately, y'all. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Mr. Cab, you there? You muted. Oh, he's muted, y'all. I'm yawning.
How you doing, babe? I'm here.
Oh, I'm good. How you doing?
All right, yeah, I was just checking in, which I know you about to cash in. I just came from up on the other channel. You know I had to get back in there, by.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They hardly let you in, like let you talk because two people could take over the whole channel. It could be 9 people up there and only 2 talking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put on mute and stuff like that. I got it, but I expect them to get offended, you know?
Yeah. I didn't
So,
even know they get offended. Like you did ask him, like, why are you offended?
Right. The motherfucker get there like, hold on, man. We only talking. What you getting offended for? Then you okay, hold on, you from Louisiana, your mom and your dad are from Louisiana. Well, you from the South.
Right.
What you repping the East Coast for? So
Well, because he's like my kids, like you know what I mean? Like his parents are from the South, but he had probably never lived in the South. So
yeah.
yeah.
So he
So
was
that
like, I visit, but it was entertaining. But I'm like, hold on, dog. You okay, you just want to snap and cut a nigga off. That's different.
oh yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah,
I
because you
don't have
did
no
say he
hard
was
feelings.
muting you. I don't think nobody would have known if you didn't take mention it.
Yeah, that's what they do. Right. Like, okay. So the thing is, one of my points was, well, down here we got a lot of migration and stuff like that with Native American Indians.
Mm-hmm.
That's not rare. I'm sure if you did a bloodline thing, that they go have a lot of heavy, Native American in it. You got Blackfoot, you got Choctaw, just in New Orleans alone. Then
Right.
you also had, the Buffalo Soldiers. They had, I mean, that was a thing.
Yeah.
And like you said, well, some of the dark skinned Native Americans, were enslaved,
Yeah.
right? But see, and I had to tell another nigga that like, well, with my people, that was action potential. My people black, but we wouldn't enslave. I said, man, they enslaved black Indians too. No, they didn't. Okay, well, nigga, then they didn't. Fuck.
Right.
What the fuck?
So see, that's where the conversation get very confused because I never mentioned that we wasn't. So when I say that there was a time when they had free blacks, no matter what, that even after that, they took a lot of free blacks and turned them into slaves again. But in Louisiana, when there were free blacks, right? There were free
Mhm.
blacks before the purchase of the Louisiana Purchase. We had free blacks, but eventually they took almost all them blacks and turned them into slaves. So it gets real confusing when depending on who you're talking to.
Well,
So
and see,
I
and this is my thing, Bomb. They go strictly by what they read only.
right, and then I'm
All
not reading
stories
everything.
haven't been written yet.
Right, and that's what you were saying. Like, remember when you mentioned about the reading thing, um, we was talking about history, and somebody said, "Well, where in the book?" I think they asked like, "Where book?" And you mentioned that everybody didn't put everything in a book, and that's when they started making it
Or I
seem like you
learned from
said,
my ancestors, my grandmother now.
right,
It was
right,
told to us.
right, and so then it switched to you claiming that Louisiana,
Yeah,
Southerners
that,
don't
that I
read.
don't read.
Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't read, nigga.
I know it.
Well, you don't read. He said that about 8 times. I was just gonna bait him in and like, well, what do you? Because you know what he go ask me next? What do you do? What I do requires a whole hell of a lot of reading.
I know that's right.
So it is what it is. But even then, even if I heard my people tell me about my history, I don't really need to go back and read that shit. And a lot of that stuff wasn't in the book.
Right. You're right about that. Like I don't know why they think there was a lots of black people writing fucking books. We only gonna have the books from those who were authors, who considered themselves authors and wanted to write books
And more
back
and
in them
right,
days. But
right.
most people didn't do that, so that's what make
Or
their
wasn't allowed to till they
right.
got up north. Couldn't read and write and talk like that. We had to do our shit on the sneak. But you know what, Bob? My thing is every time, see, when you get a nigga riled up from the East Coast, you know what it is? They come back to that same shit. You're a Martin Luther King ass nigga. You're dumb. You don't know how to talk. That kind of shit. They always say that. So
Yeah,
that's when I'd be like, well, you're fucking people from here. The same people that you said taught you how to read was from the South. They're from Louisiana.
yeah. But most black people were from, in the
No, I'm
South.
talking about
That's
Cuba, the people. His family, his mama and his daddy from Louisiana.
oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what he said. My mom and daddy from down there. He was educated. Okay, well, nigga, you should be happy. You're
Oh
a
wait,
Southerner.
I don't you wasn't going back and forth with Q Butter. That
That
was
was
us.
Cuba.
No, that was
No, you just
Psychopapias.
saw Psychopathia thing. That wasn't Psycho.
Huh?
I think Q Butter was talking through Psycho shit.
No, that was Psycho. Wait, that sounded like psycho. I could be wrong. I thought because I do know. Well, I don't know. Now that you got me, but I thought that was Psychopictus. Q
That
butter
was his
sound a little
avatar,
different.
but that didn't sound like Psycho. I got
That to
right
me,
back on that Psycho and Q Butter pop right on up. Right? And me and Psycho had another little simple ass conversation.
yeah, but I so why? Because Witchcom was up there, but he left, and then Psycho had the controls. That's why it was just you and him.
Mm.
But it was I thought you were going back and with Psychopictus
Oh, it wouldn't
because
matter.
Q.
If that was him, then fuck it. It don't matter who it is. To me, my shit will always be the same.
Yeah,
And see,
but
that's why I wanted to call the other dude up there who, because the guy, he's a teacher and got some knowledge behind him. Caribbean dude, more like Jamaican, but he in New Orleans. He come to New Orleans all the time. I supposed to catch up with him, right? And he stayed down here months at a time. I was like, Sweet Pea at or whatever y'all call him at. He'll tell you that it's different down here.
oh
You
yeah.
saying they might not even have 12% of Native American because niggas just wanted to do that. No, not down here.
Oh no, not down. That's what I want. You was right, and they're right. And even when I looked it up, they even mentioned Louisiana. Like so, they say that um in Louisiana and a few other states, black people have more um Native American in them. And then they also made the statement that the people with the most what you call them in them, a Native American, believe it or not, is like Puerto Ricans, them Dominicans.
Right.
Them Dominicans, y'all, and them but it's a little confusion because when I'm talking about natives, the natives I know with dark skin, y'all, and um, they dark skin. They got black natives in
Yeah.
Louisiana,
Right. And
right?
see, Bob, you didn't even touch on the fact that look, black people was here before fucking Columbus now. Goddamn.
I did say that, but they don't
Yeah,
believe it.
but they
Somebody
don't
that's what
believe that shit. I know you didn't get into it, like talking about it. Like, okay, bro.
Hey
because that
yo,
woman
Well,
came up there.
why y'all don't believe that? Because y'all didn't read it.
hey yo,
But all the
Kev.
Yeah,
black artifacts and shit that they discovered all through this country and other
that's
countries that showed that we were here, you need it written.
Hey,
yeah.
hey, brother Kevin, little pipsqueak bomb. What's up? What, yo, Kev? You sound like you ain't get a good turkey sandwich on Thanksgiving. You alright, bro?
I'm good, big dog. I'm
All
big
right, man. I
dog.
ain't no big dog. Don't call me that. It's an insult, motherfucker. Shit. I'm just saying.
That's an
What's up?
insult.
Yeah, hell yeah, shit. I'm just talking.
I get
Yeah, I
what he's
call you
saying.
a
He's saying
pipsqueak, bomb. I call you a pipsqueak. Do you consider that an insult?
absolutely.
Not
I
from
was
you.
talking to
I
her,
don't.
not you,
I
Kev.
don't consider much of nothing from you, really. You know
All
what I'm
right,
saying?
cool. See, all right, so then it is what it is. See, and see, Kev already had your back. He ready to
You-
punch me in my mouth.
well, I mean,
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm getting
that's
old
right.
now, man. You're
How
gonna have
y'all
all my
doing though? How
shoulder
y'all
hurting and
doing? How
shit.
y'all doing? I'm on some early morning crazy wildness.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but did so we were talking about something. Did you know? Was you listening in on that or no?
No, I just popped in. I saw you was live, so I was like, "Yo, old Pipsqueak is live." So let me jump in and bother her a little bit. And then I saw
Oh,
Kev was in here. I was like, "Let me bother his dumb ass too."
no,
mhm.
Lord. Okay,
And
okay.
see, Bama, like before that, I had a conversation with that same guy, very intelligent man, and he was
Mm-hmm,
just explaining the difference in cultures from up there and down here.
mm-hmm.
Right. And he was just saying, man, one of the greatest things is seeing the second line come down the street. The culture down here is completely different.
Oh
When you go
yeah,
up East Coast and stuff like that. And see, that's what I was gonna lead into that. Y'all shit
yeah.
different. Right. And I do not, and there's no day that I ever been around that is I'm comfortable with a white boy calling me a motherfucking nigga.
That
Never.
video wasn't even from where we from,
No,
and
it wasn't from the South. Now you gonna tell it, here go a white boy calling it. Man, that's a white we don't know that white boy from that could be up there by y'all.
now he
My
wasn't
thing
even
is,
talking
y'all
to a
still
black
got
man though.
Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and white folks calling y'all niggas, and y'all
Yo,
Look,
that's
comfortable with it.
crazy. That's crazy. Cause yo, you're right, Kev. Because everybody's so desensitized to everything from like this alphabet community to honky to nigga to this and that. Everybody's
Right.
like, you
And
got
if you
like
really
people,
wanted to
you
see a
got
white
white people
boy,
like, yo, I feel the same way, dog. Like, yo, I'm totally with you. Like you, like it's kind of a double edged sword. Like real rap. Sorry to cut you off, but I feel what you're saying because
mhm,
it could be your homeboy that's a white dude you grew up with. it can slip, but you'll look at him like, yeah, you say it one more time, you might get your teeth knocked
Yeah,
out.
we don't necessarily play that game. Well, now
Yeah, but
whatever you do
it
with
goes,
your
it
own
goes,
partner, that's fine, but it ain't accepted to me.
yeah, but
That's
it's
like I had
so.
to tell Black Knight.
Mhm.
He said he grew up with him, right? Black Knight, right? And Dane. He said, well, I grew up with him. We kind of interact like that and such and such. I said, well, dude, they ain't never no day I'm comfortable with somebody calling me a nigga like that. That's
Yeah,
not
yo, yeah,
one of my
that's how my
races,
pop
bro. I don't
was. He
care.
was like, yeah, now, yo, I grew up the same way, dude. I'm an old news,
That
old.
was my example of the difference between
Yeah,
East Coast
it's called,
and the
yo,
South.
brother,
We
it's
never
called having
got
a
that
fucking
comfortable with it. And he was trying to say,
brother,
well, all the such and such
brother,
and in the
brother.
history and stuff. Then when he tried to go into the history bomb and like, what the South did? I say, nigga, y'all
Hey,
ain't
yo,
do nothing
Doug.
really burn down your own
Hey,
places.
yo, hey, yo,
In the
Kev.
South, them dudes shot back in Baton Rouge,
Hey,
Texas,
yo,
all that.
Kev. Can,
Yeah.
can can I say something?
Yes, sir.
Never let that shit go. What you said, what you talking about right there?
No,
Because
that's
these
part of
young
our
cats
history,
don't know
man.
about that. They have no integrity. They got no morals, no standards, nothing. Hold on to that. And somebody call you that out of context, pop them in their fucking mouth. I'm like, what the?
Or the old roundhouse kick or something, Yeah, I got
Yeah, pop them in their mouth. If they out of context, they out of character, anything short of above what you think and
Well,
deem.
but that was our whole big thing, no, man. He was trying to say, well,
Yeah,
what's the
but it's
difference
called having
between, man? I
values.
say, man, we got some difference. Our cultures are different.
Right.
You want to hear that?
So
Our food is different.
yeah,
I
but
want to hear that.
and our generation is different too, because back in our day, we didn't even use the N word like that. That when we were younger, and even as a young adult down south, the N word was not word you
Yeah,
really
Richard Pryor
used.
was the only one that used
Yeah,
it.
we didn't go walk around talking about what's up, my nigga, and stuff like that back then.
Yeah, now, yo,
But
you be, yeah, yo,
that didn't
yo,
happen until what you call him? Until Jay-Z, he got on TV. He was like, "Yeah, we're gonna use it to, make it less of a." Because that's when we start putting in music. We start putting in music and things like that. I remember
nah,
he
but
went up there with Oprah and he explained that the usage of the word will take the
yo, but
power out of it.
you see, you just like you touched a stepping stone right there because like hip hop in New York, the way it influenced the younger people, you got Arab cats, Japanese cats, Korean cats, white cats, Italian cats. The black cats are being nerdy. But you got all these people, they don't even know what nigga means. It's a derogatory statement, it means you're stupid as shit. You're ignorant. It's an insult. But
Well,
everybody
Charles
thinks
Zaid not.
it became a term of endearment
Hey, Charles
somehow,
Zaid.
some way, right? Now it's a thing. It's in every music, every song. Like it's a compliment. Yo, what's up, my nigga? Like, come on, man. Like back in the days, you say they be looking at you like, all right, let's go outside.
And you know what I was about to do, Bomb, when he said, show me a white boy that said, nigga, I started to pull up that Kendra G show
Yeah.
when that white boy kept calling the black girl nigga that he was trying to date. He was trying to
Mhm.
date, and she didn't like it. Yes, they
Yeah.
call y'all that. Y'all comfortable with that. That's what I was telling them. They didn't want to accept that, though.
Hey, Vaughn.
Hey, Sade.
Hey, man.
I was gonna give you
Oh,
on
that's
my aunt.
Jose.
I was gonna give you information on my auntie where they say her blood pressure is dropping. So
Oh.
because they took her off the food and stuff, they're only giving her like ice chip and ice cream. So I'm
Uh-huh.
just trying to hope she hold on to my son and get here Thursday.
Yeah. I hope she make it through. But you say they just
They
making her
not. She not
comfortable.
gonna. They said she not gonna make it now because
I'm talking about
she
to
can't.
Thursday.
Yeah, to Thursday. I just hope she. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry to hear that. I know you was talking to us on mute about it the other day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't only family. There's other family members too, right? Who've seen her and stuff like that.
Yeah. Her church members, my sons, my brother.
Yeah.
Because she's like the only one left out of my mother's family. So,
Oh, okay, okay.
but she never had no kids. We was always a kid. So,
Yeah. Um. So she not in any pain or anything, is she?
no, they didn't say she was in pain, but she just don't. It's just kind of like starvation, really, because whatever they was giving her, they was giving her some kind of grip, but they said it still wasn't working. It was still, so they just took off and I guess they took her down to the hospital unit
Mm-hmm.
of the
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah.
So they say a week or two. But then when your blood pressure start dropping, then
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everything.
yeah,
So y'all getting everything ready and things?
yeah. I'm gonna have to go up here to this funeral home and stuff, and
Yeah.
You just wanted to
write
catch
out
your
the
catch
obituary.
your kid. That's your kids who need to catch up with her.
My son is in California.
Oh yeah, you want him to get down there. Right.
That's his He was
Mm-hmm.
crying and stuff because he just kind of because he in California. This is really.
Yeah. It do be hard for the ones like myself who far away.
He real close to her, like close, she like his grandma. That's how
Yeah.
close he is.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna act a fool when it's my time to go.
You said
I
what?
know.
I'm gonna act a fool. I'm gonna cut up. I ain't gonna be at the funeral. I ain't gonna be nowhere.
Hey, yo,
Just
yo, y'all want to
like
hear something
Walking Dead.
funny?
I'll be one of the Walking Dead motherfucker. I ain't
Y'all want
going.
to hear something funny? Have y'all ever died and came back? I did. It's funny. You know who I saw? A teenage Santa Claus.
Mm.
That was next to my hospital bed. It was a teenage Santa Claus. Was like, nah, you ain't ready, little stupid idiot. Go back. And I was so comfortable. It was like pleasant. It was like whatever they tell you is that and a little bit weirder. But it was a teenage Santa Claus. So when you die, it's painless. Trust me.
Crush you, huh? Okay.
And
Yeah, I died and came back.
Bob, I just hate it so close to my birthday, so I was like, mm.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I could tell y'all a story of this year. Whew. I'm
Mm.
telling y'all from something you never know what it's like to die. I keep telling everybody the person I
You
saw.
just told us what it's like to die. Why you keep telling us we don't know what it's like to die when you just told
Yeah,
us?
I'm just saying the
You
comfort
said
to be like
teenage
when
Santa
when
Claus gonna be on side of me, picking my big ass up.
I don't want to see no Santa Claus.
I know.
Shoot.
it's a teenage guy. He's
Especially
cool.
a teenage one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially a
that's the
teenage one.
that's the
He ain't
spirit
got
that
no
I
hair on
got.
his face yet.
No, he did. He had the beard and all that. It was a shorter
Damn.
beard.
What kind of teenagers y'all you be
I
thinking
know what kind
about,
of
man?
teenager got a
God
It
beard.
damn.
was
Come on,
Santa
teenage
Claus.
Santa
That's
Claus.
the spirit I saw. It was a teenage Santa Claus, and he pushed me back. He was like, "Nah, it ain't ready. You ain't ready, stupid."
He
Came
called
back
you
and was
stupid.
back
That
in
tells
pain.
us a lot.
Yeah, and I was back in pain. I was like, "Damn, I wish I could have stayed." He was like, "Nope."
Oh, insulting ass Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he was like, yeah, he kind of was. It was that type of guy.
That sounds good. Whatever. Somebody went off. Who was Mr. Cab? No, yeah, Mr. Cab must have got knocked off. But yeah, sorry to hear that, Charlie.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I just call. I was gonna call you if you hadn't jumped online and
okay,
informed
yeah.
you about it. So
Oh man, I feel like look, I ain't never met her, and I feel like I know her. So I feel
yeah,
so
because I
like
always talk about it. So
yeah, I feel like I know her. I feel so sad, man. Yeah, you've been telling me for a while. You're like, yeah, I gotta go by my aunt. Make sure she got what she need at the
hmm
beginning of the month. And wow, it don't seem
yep,
like it was that long ago when everything was okay.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. And I remember when you mentioned you're gonna put it, uh,
She
in
had
a
went to
home.
rehab. Yeah, she had went
Yeah.
to the rehab so she can date whatever.
Yo,
Try to
you
make
know
her
what?
walk and all that. So
Yo, Chazé, you know what? Like, it's kind of weird and morbid, but when it happens once, there's probably two more coming.
oh
Because I
yeah,
always,
yeah, they come in three.
yes, ma'am.
I'm real morbid,
Mm.
so. But
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
actually saw her in the casket, so I
yeah,
really
but yeah, I know,
yeah.
especially in the South. You know what I hate about the South? It's like a business. The churches, the mortuaries, the funerals, the burials, the
Well, what it is
cremation.
up here then? Because it's a
It's
business
a
up here too.
it's a
I
business
know,
everywhere.
yo.
I know.
That's a thing, yo. If you ever want to just stay like family business, open up a mortuary. You just got to deal with people that can deal with it. It's weird,
Well, I
but down
work
in
at
the
the
country,
funeral home. I worked at the
oh
funeral
yeah,
home.
yeah, that's a big business. I mean, I love it when they you know, funeral, they usually have some good chicken and greens and mac and cheese and all that.
What?
You know, they like to feed you.
Well,
I didn't know who cooked that. Dude, we ain't
he
never had
must
no
be talking
funeral.
about after the. He must be talking about the repast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
repast. But
yeah,
that don't
yeah. They always.
necessarily happen at the funeral home,
Oh
and
no,
everybody
no,
get
No,
no,
tips.
just
no,
him.
no, 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 no. I just like I don't know the structure of it. I hate funerals. I can't stand them.
Well, shut your ass up about it then.
But I
God
love the
dang.
food. Shit, everybody brings something to eat.
But everybody don't know how to cook. So you talking about the food.
Yeah.
Suppose your aunt who made the greens don't know how to cook greens.
Cook.
Oh, my aunts know how to cook some greens, man. Come on, cut it
Well,
out.
I believe you. I
They
mean,
grow it too. They
Because
grow
when
it.
my ex sister died, they made some spaghettis like at the repast. Boy, you talking
mhm.
that stuff was oh, it was nasty. Like who made this spaghetti? Looked like they put a whole pound of pepper in it. You know what I'm saying? When
Some
these
Yeah,
seasoned
ketchup,
right?
ketchup and noodles.
they do have people who over pepper things. Man, only one time have I ever went to a like I think it was Thanksgiving. I don't think so. I think it was some other holiday, and we went by some family members. Um, and that food was terrible.
Yeah, but you can't say no.
I never ate no nasty macaroni and cheese before from nobody. And then they had green beans. That was now. I'm like, this shit come out of the can tasting good.
Yeah,
How
they
the hell
can't.
you fuck it up? God. Damn.
Nah, my aunts they would pick it off the
Especially you get the
vines and
glory
they would
green
sit there.
beans. I like the glory
Yeah,
green, the
they cut
glory green
they call them
greens
snaps.
is
Yeah,
good.
they call snaps.
What the hell you call
You could fix
snaps?
them up.
Yeah, and you throw some good smoked meat in that. Come on, what you
I
talking
don't
about?
think they call no damn snaps.
Yeah, the
You must
green
mean
beans.
snap beans. Snap beans, not
Well, they're
snaps.
green beans, but you know, you take them off and you take the tips off and you
Yeah, they
snap
call
them.
snap beans.
Yeah, we call them snaps.
No, snap beans.
Well, okay, whatever you say.
Well, anyway, in snaps, there is a cookie called snaps. They got
I'm talking
listen,
about
you
the beans, the green beans.
but those are called snap beans.
Okay.
And you're right. It's because when you take the tip off, it go click and snap. Psst, psst.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they're fresh. When I take them off my out of my garden.
You throw some potatoes and some smoked meat. Mm.
Shit, yeah. Where you from again? Your people's not a cook, huh? Because you know a
Come
lot of
on,
people
boy.
don't do that. Like where I'm from, we make green beans a
Cut it
full meal.
out.
We put potatoes and meat, and we put it on top
Yeah.
of rice. And yeah,
Mm.
you must have saw my channel. I think I did a video
No,
with you.
I know. I grew
That's
up
how.
in. No, no,
Nah,
no.
yeah, I think
I know some
because
stuff.
I ain't never seen nobody up north eat their green beans
Yo,
like
my
that.
uncles had hog farms. Okay, they would have
Man,
crackling.
I knew you making up shit because
No, I ain't
up
making
here,
shit up.
green beans is a side dish. Down south, though, green beans
That's a
is a
meal.
meal. That's right. I think I have a video showing you how to cook them, and
Yo,
from the
just like a
can.
pot of like a pot of navy beans. You know, like you know what I'm saying. Even like black eyed peas. You know, you can make a meal out of that real easy. Just gotta put some good meat
They
in
don't
it.
even do that up here. Up here, they don't really eat rice, so
Oh, somebody's snoring.
mm,
That's my
mm.
husband.
He know who it is. His ass been up here around here long enough to know who's snoring. Okay? You at work, Chuzzy?
Yeah, yeah, I'm at work.
Yeah,
Night
Yeah,
is be on all day long, don't it?
yeah. Nice.
chilling. I'm chilling. I'm like I'm about to bounce and go back down south.
What
Take
you
a
at?
month
Wait, Virginia, right?
somewhere. I
No,
think I'm gonna
wait.
take.
I can't remember you from
I'm from
Carolinas or
somewhere.
Virginia.
I'm somewhere.
Ain't nobody come and see you, so it don't matter. God damn. I mean,
Everything is
you
everywhere.
ask people all kinds of questions, and when they ask you a fucking question, you get
I'm
real
just around.
dumbass.
What's wrong with the answer? I'm just around. I gotta give a specific answer. I like to be anonymous.
But nigga, stay anonymous. Stay your ass
So why you asking
invisible.
questions, you little pipsqueak?
The fuck is you talking about? You like to be anonymous while you up
You
here.
see, you like the little cousin I give a noogie
I'm
on.
not
Kev
your
then went
cousin, though. Huh?
I
Kev then
know that.
went back over there on night as channel. I guess what's his name came up, he said forget it.
Who?
Kev then went back over there on night as channel.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I go over there. Just come over here on Bomb's joint. You know, just come
Yeah, I was
here.
what I was talking about. Somebody mentioned 90. Oh yeah, I was over there. I was talking about over there. I was over there about Mew. And I mentioned somebody. fucking stalking me. You know, everywhere I go, the bitch just ending up places, and I'm so I haven't been over there since I saw her. You know, they don't want to deal with it not anymore. Okay, it could be the menopause. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to. Shortly, I'm gonna have to get me some medicine. I talked to somebody at the doctor's office, and she told me she's going through menopause for 10 years, and it finally stopped. I'm like, 10 years?
All right.
Oh
I'm gonna
no,
gracefully bow out, y'all, on your women talk with menopause and all that. You
man!
good.
I can't take this shit for no 10 years. It's already been like 2
You
years.
ladies have a wonderful night.
Yeah, bye bye. Get your ass on.
Yeah. Mine was 2011, so
I don't
mine's
like
been over 10 years.
over 10 years.
Yes.
Hot flashes every day.
No, 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 no. I don't have them every day. No, no. I'm
Man,
more
I have.
polar now. But I still do. Like if I don't take that black forage, then yeah.
Yeah,
But I
man.
have to take that black forage. I have to take.
Man, that shit is work. It's working. It's not as bad as it would be without it, but I cannot. Man, this shit is getting too much. I'd be like, I gotta take like 4 of them a day between the night day. Every 4 hours probably 4 5 hours. 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Whew. I'm not doing this shit. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go and get the hormonal shit or something if I can. Not sure if I can yet, but.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can, I'm getting it, and then I'll be happy again. Cause I am irritable. I'll be irritable, man. It be out of nowhere. Nothing be wrong. Next thing I know, I'm cussing somebody out. You know? That's why I
Yeah.
get online. It saves my family. Cause if I wasn't on here cussing people out, I'd be cussing in the house. It just be out of nowhere. I feel like this woman tried to put her goddamn spell on me. Man, probably my menopause. Then hit me. Her dumb ass gonna tell me her problems like I care. But anyway, so listen, I'm gonna be back today though for sure this evening. Cause what is
Okay.
Monday? Legally come later. Like he don't get here till like not 8 o'clock 9.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be on before then because I do yeah. If I don't go to sleep though, I'll come back. Or so I know people going to probably go by night and see what he talking about. I'm not sure who else is live. I didn't see Jay Prince name. I haven't been over there by Jay Prince in a little bit because they keep been going on at odd hours or something. Well, actually, I just haven't been on here to be honest. Oh, I haven't been on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
or if I watch YouTube, I'll watch it on the TV, and that way I can't comment. But I usually don't. If
Yeah,
I'm
I'll be
not on,
over there with Daryl. Daryl, boy, Daryl be petty. Boy, I ain't lying. I call Daryl petty. Daryl is petty.
yeah, I was by Daryl last week too. I don't know when it was.
He had the pink pill on there yesterday.
Oh, he did. Was it
Yeah, she was
her
up there.
or?
Yes.
Oh,
No, it
I
was
mean,
pink pill.
no,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
pink
saying.
pill.
Was it her or was it one of her videos?
No, she came up there. He was playing a video and she came up there.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I need to check it out. I ain't seen her in a minute. I didn't even know she was on YouTube still.
I think she said she's 50 years old now.
Who?
Pink pill.
No, I don't think she ain't know. I
She
think
said
Pink
she
Bitch.
was 50. I think she said she was 50.
I don't think
She
what?
just turned 50. Yep.
It might be true.
Cause
I
she's
know.
been on here a while. Like I said, I've been seeing when she was when she was on what's his name, Phil's channel. This is wild. Like I said, I've been on here a minute, so she been on there a while. So I
Yeah,
don't
she
know.
probably
She
been on
said,
here. Cause she was here when I got here, but she wasn't here that long. Uh, if we talking about the same person, Pink Pill, right? She
yeah, the
got
pink pill,
divorced.
the
She was
one
married
that
to.
wrote the book. Yeah,
Yeah,
married
yeah,
to the
yeah.
white man. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, she said she turned 50. That's what she was saying on that.
That might be true. She just a few years
But
younger
she
than
look
us.
good. She look good.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, she's a beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Yeah, I might have to check it out. Where was I then? When she was on it yesterday? Where was I
Yeah,
yesterday?
she was on there yesterday. I
Yeah.
think she
Oh.
came over there. She came on there probably about maybe 2 or 3 o'clock when she came on. Yeah,
Mhm.
because he was playing a video of hers or something.
Yeah. I'll probably check it out. Ooh.
And him and Auntie be going back. Auntie boot him off a night of channel.
Oh, paying money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. The weirdos do the weird things, but hey, I like watching them do the dumb shit. Spend your money, knocking the man off. Oh Lord, it's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna see you later
Okay.
because the
Okay.
sooner I lay down and get some rest, I'll be up.
All
Lately,
right
I
then.
haven't. Yeah, lately I haven't been sleeping at night, but I just don't get on YouTube, and if I do, it's me watching like sewing video. Actually, I haven't been watching. I haven't been watching YouTube. I've been watching TV. I watched that. What's the name of that game? They made it a reality game. The game that's on Hulu. It was a movie at first in China or Korea or whatever. I don't know what that over there with the Asian people. Squid Game, girl. They made Squid Game into a game, reality
Mm.
game, and that shit was good. But
So I go back and forth. If I ain't on there, I'm on what's that, TikTok,
yeah.
listening to somebody.
I was thinking about joining TikTok, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, oh, yo. I'm getting rid of my. I'm not sure it might be gone. I haven't signed on to Twitter in probably 2 years. I think I signed on last year, or year before, just to sign on.
Yeah, they
Um,
changed the name of Twitter. I
to
forgot what the
X.
new name is.
Yeah,
X.
X.
So,
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. So if it's still if my account is still up, I'm gonna just delete it. I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't want to have nothing to do with that man and X.
who is X? Who is that?
That's that dumbass. What's his name? The dude who do the Tesla guy.
Oh, the car?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's his site, and he is running it into the ground, baby. No, they
I
got
don't even
another.
know how many people go on Twitter like that anyway.
Well, it used to be a whole shitload. Everybody was on Twitter,
Yeah.
but me, because but even though I have my account, I ain't never signed on. I ain't never understand Twitter, to be honest. Like besides my group, I used to go over there and go live. I used to go over there and post pictures, clips, and shit like that. And then I stopped doing that. And I'm not sure if the account's still there. I don't know when they switched it over. Did they get rid of? I doubt it because my account is large. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I did join TikTok. See, I'm not joining no thing where I got to do it with my phone, and I also because they get all your information to your phone. You give them access to all your shit, everything, mic,
Yeah.
video, pictures. Nah, nope. They could clone it with the information that people giving them access to. Somebody could clone your phone, look like it's you when it's not even you.
Yeah.
So I'm not fucking. I do have a TikTok though through the computer. And I went over there. I couldn't find. I don't know how to use it. I think I was on there once or twice. That's it. Once or twice, just for a
Well,
very
yeah,
short
I
period.
got about 5,600 followers on TikTok. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna keep doing this. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do. And yeah, but I'm gonna drag this hoe when I come back. Okay. Um, and we're gonna finish it up and have some fun, I guess. Hopefully I come back, y'all. Every time I say
oh,
that,
okay.
I don't never show up. I'm
Yeah,
just not.
I got one more day, so
Oh,
tomorrow
and then
then
and
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday my birthday. I'm not working, so
oh, okay,
then I'll
okay.
be off on myself.
Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Maybe we'll make sure we on, so you can have a good time when you're going out. What you about to do? What you doing?
Nah, ain't doing nothing. I am listen, cause then with my auntie, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm trying to, do all
Yeah.
this stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later. Bye,
Okay then.
y'all.
All
You going
right,
about
see you later.
nine-ish? Okay.
All
All
right.
right.